Good afternoon, happy-go-lucky, and welcome again. This afternoon what we're going to do is do some tyre cleaning. I'm going to use various products. I'm going to use Active Wheel and Tire Cleaner, Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions, and I'm going to use the Gyeon Wheel and Iron Cleaner, and you have to use along with that the tyre cleaner, so it's a dual product, and then the Adams Wheel and Tire Cleaner, that's a single product, and then good old Surfex HD at 10%. I'm going to use the Surfex HD on this wheel because this one's the worst. I want to use the Surfex on the worst, I always do, because I consider that one to be the worst. I'm going to give the easiest task to this one, and I'm going to give that to the Adams Wheel and Tire Cleaner, and I'm going to give the next easiest task to the other rear, to the Gyeon. That's a wheel and tire cleaner combo. Okay, and then finally we're going to go with the Turtle Wax Hybrid Reactor All-Wheel Cleaner. So give this one a good shake. These wheels haven't been cleaned for 1200 miles, and I'm not sure how much time, but they've had rain, shine, and an awful lot of bad roads. They've had driving conditions, bad driving conditions, roadworks, tar and things like that. So here we go. Let's give it plenty to do. Reactor, it says, Iron Wheel Cleaner for all tyres and wheels. It's reacting okay, I suppose, yeah, it's reacting, look. It's having a good go. Yeah, it's reacting. Yeah, it's okay, look, it's going quite nicely. Yep, that's going well. It's going very nicely, look. It's going really well. When it stinks. That's a nice uniform colour, look at that. And nicely, it's not attacked the brake disc badly, look. It's not all over the brake disc in a nasty way. That's actually very uniform, the colour. Yeah, that's different, that. Let's go with the Surfex. We know about the Surfex. We don't have to do any. There's no reaction with the Surfex. We know that. Oh dear, the trigger's gone. Trigger's gone bad on my Surfex. That's bad. Oh dear. Oh, look at tyre. Look at the tyre. Look at that. There she goes. Good old Surfex. About 10 pence worth of Surfex, as opposed to probably £1.50, £2 worth of the other one. Difference in price is phenomenal. Look at that, fetching the brown off the tyres. Look at that. Fantastic. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to clean the other one now, because it's going to get ahead of us, and I'm not going to manage to keep ahead and clean these tyres. They're going to be dried up, and we're not going to get them done. So I'm going to start cleaning them now. So get the tyre brush, tyre and wheel brush on. Yeah, that's nice and foamy. Look at that. That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Look at that. Plenty of foam there. Wow. That's all right. We're going to need plenty of water with this. I think we'll have to wind up getting a hose pipe for this. Gosh. That is plenty of suds, isn't it? Crikey. I'm shocked at that. Crikey. That's bad, isn't it? What the hell's in that? Here we go. Got my wheel woolies. Fitting these wheels absolutely fantastic. Look at this. They're right behind my spokes, look. Right behind my wheel, in my wheels. Wheel barrels. They're absolutely brilliant for these. These are the big ones. Just go right in. Fantastic for these wheels. Keep these wheels like brand new. It even goes right behind the brake disc, look, right behind the caliper, look. I've sawn this down. It's too big. Sacrilege. Sawing a wheel woolly down. But there we go. That's all right, that's all right. Just going a little bit tighter with that. And now a little bit more. Just going to go and get a different. We need to get it in a minute. I just need to. You know, I don't think we need the hose. I will just use the buckets. I'll use DI water and just spray it off with a sprayer. It'll be fine. If I use my IK sprayers, it'll be fine. Just get some DI water, it'll be fine. It'll kill that dead easy. Go and get 10 litres of DI water. Yeah, I'm going to go and leave that for a second now. Go and clean the other side off. And now clean that off. Oh yeah. Let's get at this one. With Surfex though, it just like livens it back up again. It's not like the other, it doesn't like bake it on. It sort of brings it back to life again. With it being water soluble, no. Just brings it back to life and just fills it. It's all water soluble. Really is the most amazing product. You don't really need these wheel cleaners. Not unless it's really, really bad. And then I'd go for Corosol, or if it's terribly bad, I'd go for Auto Wheel. I wouldn't go for anything else, I wouldn't. I've fun. Yeah, Fat Newt. Yeah, Fat Newt. Definitely, from what we saw the other day, Fat Newt, definitely. Amazing, isn't it? I can forget Fat Newt. Pardon? What? I could have done. Yeah. I've got the wheel cleaners out there. I want to demonstrate the wheel cleaners with having them out and demonstrate actual wheel cleaners, because some of these wheel cleaners are supposed to be amazing, and I just want to demonstrate that they're actually not as good as what they're supposed to be, because two of those, or at least one of those two, I don't think is very good. These are amazing, these wheel woolies. These are old. I bought these when I first started detailing, around about, well no, when I restarted detailing. About 7 years ago, I think. And look how easy. That's the beauty of Surfex. You don't really need to go rinse, rinse, rinse and all the rest of it. Look, that's basically clean. You need to go rinse and hose pipe and all the rest of it with the other one. I mean, that's now done. And you've got to start cleaning off the other one. It's not done yet. Got to go back with the other one. And it dries on, makes a mess. The brake disc, there's no marks on the brake disc, look. That one's done with. Surfex is just an amazing product in so many ways. But people are getting to know what it does nowadays. You know, it's well known that it's a good product in, you know, in lots of ways. Right, this Adams Tyre and Wheel Cleaner. I can't actually read it. It's basically spray on Tyre and Wheel Cleaner. All in one. Can you? Yeah. It's got to be bad for me, hasn't it, though? I can smell it now, it's up my nose. Yeah, it's going purple, look, it's reacting. So it's got something in it. Is it going brown on the tyres, is it a bit? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's not bad then. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad, look. Not bad. We'll find out when it's done its job. This one is an iron wheel cleaner. And that's a tire cleaner. So what we'll have to do with this, I'm afraid, is do the... Ooh, that's making the brake disc horrible. Going purple. Can't stop that yet. I can't stop it getting on the brake disc. It's making it go horrible. I'll do the... No, I can't really do the tyre. Can't really do the tyre because I've got it on the tyre. I don't want to mix the chemical with it. I'm going to go and change the water. Okay. It's fetching it off, fetching the muck off, isn't it? Which one? Yeah, that's the turtle wax. These proper wheel cleaners, they're nasty for the brake discs, you know. This is why I think Surfex is far better for cleaning the tyres and wheels than all these wheel cleaners. If they're not bad, you're better off cleaning your tyres and wheels and keeping them cleaner with Surfex and not letting them get bad. Because as soon as you start getting them to the point that you need wheel cleaners, it's attacking your brake disc. And then you need, well, you've got to go out almost straight away now. You go on a good run, use the brakes quite hard, and then you can start straight away, start getting muck on your tyres and wheels again. You're defeating the object. It's balmy. Plenty of suds on this. This is the Adams one. It seems to have done a reasonable job of, well, it's certainly got plenty of suds on, let's put it that way. Yeah, there's plenty of suds on that. Wow. This wheel brush actually was like a chassis brush. It's about that long. And I got it from a bargain basement store for $4.99 and saw the end off. Because it's just as soft and just the same as a wheel brush. Because I'm always looking at these things and looking at prices and thinking, yep, I'm not paying that for that. I don't mind paying 50 quid for a wheel woolly because you're getting 50 quid's worth of value. You know, I don't mind paying money for money if you're getting value. It's like, I don't mind paying for things if you're getting good value. You know. That seems to have cleaned that up pretty well, I must say. It seems the suds on it's gone pretty quick. We'll see what it dries down like. That seems to have cleaned up pretty well, that does. I must say I like the idea of these one-stop ones, like the turtle wax and that. I don't like this Gyeon one. We've had to do the wheel, and I've got to come back now and do the tyre as well. That seems like hard work to me. So I've got to now wash the tyre, get the wheel stuff off the tyre. Let it dry, then do the wheel. Then do the tyre, you know. I bought it to try it, to demonstrate, because I want you people to see, you know, these different things. Seems to have made a mess of the disc. Yeah, I don't like the cast iron discs. Made a bit of a mess of that. It's overboard, over the top, cleaning my wheels with these wheel cleaners, to be truthful, because they've never been dirty. I'm just doing it to show you people what these cleaners do and what, you know, what they react like. I've got them in stock from other cars that I've had that have needed it. I've had second-hand cars in the past that would have been filthy before I've got them. When they've got filthy, too late. You know, you never seem to get them clean now. But if you get a car and get them clean, they never go wrong ever. I'll put all the prices of these items in the description and where to get them from. That's cleaned up nicely. Not done a nice job of the disc though. The disc, you need to go for a drive with the disc and get the disc cleaned up. Right, we need to let that dry. Let's have a look at the front wheel, what that's done. Oh my God. Crikey. That's nasty. That is nasty. Well, the tyre is spotless. Spotless, the tyre. The wheel's a little bit dirty, look. A weeny bit. That'll come off. As soon as we drive that, as soon as we put the brake on, that'll go. The wheels are spotless clean. Very nice job of the wheel. So that one's the Turtle Wax Hybrid Reactor. I'd say that one is fairly similar to the Bilt Hamber auto wheel. The auto wheel doesn't make the mess of the disc. Just gone dizzy then, got up too quick. Look at that. Surfex HD. Surfex HD, eh? Look at it. Look at that. That. I mean, gosh, that hasn't used 10 pence worth. That is amazing, isn't it? You're not going to get better than Surfex HD. That's marvellous stuff. Keep on raving on about it, but there's a reason. Well, that's not bad. Can't complain about that, I don't think. The disc's okay. The Tesco Adams.
Doing a good job of that, it's gleaming.
Not bad. Yes, not bad, look. Yeah, that's quite good. That's the Tesco Adams. That's a very good. That's a good clean, that is, and the disc's okay on that. It's looked after the disc nicely. That has. That's okay. That. Yeah. That's good. That. So. Yeah. That's actually all right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, the Gyeon, yeah, the Gyeon, the wheel's clean and the disc has dried nicely. The disc hasn't rusted, the disc nice. So there we go, the disc, I thought the disc had dried, I thought it had rusted, but actually it's dried nicely. A little tiny bit of rust, but yeah, that is like a surface rust, but when you get on it and wipe it, look, it's not actually there. So that's a very minor rust, and that's going to go straight away. The turtle wax is much worse. Yeah, turtle wax one is much worse. So yeah, this Gyeon Wheel Cleaner iron is far better on the disc, say far kinder to the disc than the turtle wax one. Anyway, let's get on to this tyre cleaner. That's working well. Look at that. Look at that go. That's working very nicely. With the brown coming off of that one. Not working any better than the Surfex though.
I don't think it's better than the best, no.
When you think of the price of that compared to the Surfex, it's no better. I mean, that's a product that's made specifically for that. The barrel's extremely clean on that. That's just shiny as hell, that is. That's really nice. just going to rub this brush on another wheel just to dry it a bit so that you can rub it round that one. Let's rub it in a bit. It's going no better than Surfex, is it? No? No. I think there's 2 dedicated products on that tyre wheel. Expensive job, isn't it? Fetching some luck off it, mind you. Isn't it? Very difficult to tell though how much, you know, how can you tell how much it's fetched off compared to the other ones? Very difficult to tell. It's a hell of a palaver, isn't it, using 2 products for one job. And then you've got to go out and drive the car. You've not really got to drive it to get the... You've not got to get the brake rust off of that wheel. And you've not really got to get it off the other wheel, not with the Adams, but you have with the turtle wax, because there's no brake rust on the Surfex. I think the Surfex wins this test, hands down, and it was the dirtiest wheel by a long way. Give it the hardest job to do, and it beat all of these dedicated tyre cleaners. There's a tyre and wheel cleaner, and it beat the whole lot. Super easy. The other day we had Fat Newt and we had Surfex HD, and those 2 came out, didn't they? Again. Bilt Hamber products again. Bilt Hamber, isn't it? Again and again. So let's get these products, put them together. Sorry that it's in this massive thing. I could do with getting the there we go. have these bottles all labelled up, 2%, 10%, this percent, that percent, and then a bottle, a 5 litre bottle that's never going to end. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed today again. I've done another great job on the car. The car's slowly getting clean, taking all week, but we're getting there slowly. I've got a tyre dressing to put on next. That's going to be a very easy job. I'll pop that on, put a short video of that, and then you can have a look at that and see how we go with that. All right then, so see you on the next one. Thank you for looking. Let me know if any of these are your favourites. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think to the Surfex against these. Tell me you think if I've done a reasonable test. Give me comments. I want more comments. Let me know what you think. Always thumbs up and subscribe. Have fun. That's the main thing. Bye for now. See you on the next one.